Hello and welcome to Salsa Dance. In this video, I'm going to talk about the most common mistakes beginner salsa do. And we're going to start from the head all the way to the toes. So if you like this video, I will suggest that you click the like button and also you subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Alright, let's get started. So we're going to start from head to toe. The first thing I notice sometimes, and it tells me if the person is a beginner dancer or an advanced. So the first mistake is having poor posture. Posture is the way you stand, the way you act when you're on the dance floor. So to have good posture, first of all, so you need to, when you invite somebody to dance, you want to carry on a good posture. So if you're dancing and you're benching forward, this is not good posture. So even if you're tall, you want to be able to carry yourself. Now, obviously, if you're having a conversation, yeah, you can bend forward a little bit. If you're dancing with somebody that is short and you're so tall, then yeah, you might have to adjust that. But at that moment, you're not really dancing, you're having a conversation. So the minute you switch to dancing, if I'm dancing like this, somebody shorter, then and then I start dancing and I stand up straight. Alright, I'm ready to dance now. See, I'm dancing. So it's important to have good posture. And also this video, I want to help you learn how to have good posture. So good posture is achieved by having all your body parts aligned on top of each other. For example, the head, the shoulder, the hip, they have to be aligned vertically on top of each other. So here, my head is a different alignment than my shoulder and my hip. So I need to stand up straight. Okay? So to do that, I'm going to give you an exercise. You're going to go to a wall and lay flat on the wall. And make sure all your body, your back is touching the wall. Okay? You can also do that on the floor if you lay flat, but also standing up is better because you want to, when you're on the floor, you relax. Whereas when you lay back the wall, you're not relaxed, you have to stand up straight. And then get out of that position and hold it to see how the body is. See, you're standing straight. I mean, standing straight gives you confidence also. That's important to have when you dance when you're dancing. So that's the first thing. I don't want to elaborate too much on posture, but it's important to have good posture to look good on the dance floor. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing we're going to talk about, since we're coming from head to toe, the head. So when you're dancing, where do you look? Now, do you look at your partner all the time, or what do you do with your head? Okay? I would say I've seen people, mostly beginners, okay? They probably learned that from somebody. They're dancing with the partner, they're staring at the partner every single bit of the music. It's a little scary, right? If I were a girl dancer, it wouldn't be a nice feeling. So do not stare at your partner all the time, okay? You do have eye contact, it's important. But when you're dancing close with your partner, don't stare at the partner, okay? I would say, if you just look at her casually, your head is, don't stare at her, basically. Look at her, but do not stare at your partner. So because I'm a male, I'm dancing with a female, but it could be anybody, so, okay? Whatever you are, could be anybody. So basically, the only time you will make sure you look at your partner is when you're doing a move that requires that you got a partner. For example, if I'm dancing, if I don't have hands connections, yes, I must look at my partner. I must keep an eye on my partner. I have to actually stare at the partner. Why? Because I am using a visual lead. Visual lead is where you don't use your hand, you're using your body. So if I am dancing with no hand, I'm dancing like this. So I need to look at the partner. See? If I do cross-body lead, I need to make sure she knows or he knows, whoever, to follow too. See? Looking at the partner when you are far from the partner. If you fall, directly look in. If you don't have any hands connection, yes, look at the partner, stay at the partner. But if you're in close position, do not do that. It's crappy. Okay? That's for your head. Next thing you're gonna talk about is the shoulder. Shoulder is part of your posture, so keep your shoulder relaxed. Okay? Your shoulder should be let's see. Technically, the shoulder should be parallel to the floor. Okay? See? Right now. Bum, bum, bum. I'm dancing salsa. See? I'm parallel to the floor. But, reality is if I'm dancing casually, I can lower the shoulder kind of from 45 degrees to the floor. It's considered casual. Casual is 45 minutes. Formal is 90 degrees. Okay? So again, you will decide what you want to do. For salsa, I will keep it a little casual. I have to keep the shoulder, casual, 45 degree angle like that, and kind of relax. Don't lift up your shoulder, relax the shoulder, and stand up straight, and just dance. Okay, that's part of your shoulder. Next we're gonna talk about is your arm, your fingers. So your arm. So how strong, they should be. Okay? Your arm should be what we call a spaghetti al dente. It's not overcooked, but it's not also, too tough either. So it's in the middle. So your arm should not be relaxed all the time, but should not be too stiff. So I would say, every step you do have, I would say, a different level of pressure on your arm. So if I'm doing a swivel, okay, with the partner, yeah, the contact is gonna be stronger. The stronger my arm is to my, so it depends on the step. So if I'm doing a basic salsa, I keep my arm toned, okay, but I'm not gonna muscle my partner, okay? Your arm should have some tone to it, don't make it fully relaxed, but keep some tone in your arm. Next is fingers, since we're talking about this area. So the fingers should be movable, okay? Especially I've seen guys do that mistake all the time. When you raise the lady's arm to turn, don't hold the arm. Just allow the finger to rotate around, okay? Rotating around is important. Don't hold the person. Just allow the finger to rotate. So underarm turn, for example, if I do 1, 2, 3, okay? Allow the finger to rotate, 5, 6, 7, okay? So another thing also I want to mention that is, guys, when you're dancing, just keep your arms soft and in front of you. And also don't move your hands too much. See, if you're shaking your hands, you're not gonna be able to lead properly because the person you're dancing with won't know the difference when you're trying to lead something and versus your normal state. So the normal state should be keep your hand in front of you, kind of to the hip level. If you relax them as well, that's fine. But in front of you is better. See? Keep your shaking to the minimum. See? That might be too much. Keep it kind of still. So that when you turn the hand, the person knows you're turning her, Or if you raise your arm, the person knows that, it's gonna be a turn. So basically, do not shake too much, okay? You don't want to do that. You want to keep it simple. So that when you raise your arm, okay, she knows you want her to turn, right? See, if you give her a push, she knows you want you to do something. So that's the tip that I have for your arms. The next is, now we went from head, shoulder, arm, now we're gonna go to the center. The center is the most misunderstood part of dancing in general. Even people that have been dancing for years, they still don't understand the center part. Center is what allows you to move, to turn. So if I want to turn, okay, if I want to turn, I can prepare by turning my center and turn. So that's a turn. And that happened because I turn my center. If I'm doing a three-step turn, however, I got to turn my center and also have to move my center. See, I got to move the center. Why? Because the center is moving to go from A to B. Whereas here, the center is only turning, not moving. Even if I do two turns. So, yes, this is the difference. Center is this area of your body. This area is so important because if I'm moving, I need to move the center. If I could make a whole video about it, but I don't want to keep it too long. I just wanted you to be aware. If you're learning how to make a spin, guys, do not move your center. Just turn the center. See? Turn the center. Do a little wind up. See? And turn. That's all. Just one. See? Just practice that. And then you will see a big difference in your dance. Okay? That's about your center. Use your center more. When you're turning, use your center. Next we're going to talk about is the hip. Oh boy. Now a lot of people think salsa is hip. I've seen a lot of beginner dancers. They try to move the hip a lot. I mean, they're doing this. So they're moving a lot. But in reality, salsa is so fast that you don't move the hip a lot. So the hip, it needs to be soft. So if you're gonna move your hip fast, it needs to be soft. So you cannot pop the hip out. So I would suggest keep the hip to the very minimum when you dance salsa. And also I will do the back hip instead of the front hip. For example, if I do basic salsa, 1, 2, 3, I up, see, I do more on the back. Front and back. Front, although I can do front, bum, 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 but it's not necessary. So basically keep your hip to the minimum is good enough. Okay? We'll talk more about hip when you go down to the knee and the leg so that we understand the hip better. Okay? So hip is minimal in salsa. Don't try to do too much hip. Of course, if the music is slow, you can do hip. See? Bum, 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 bum. I can do more hip because the music is slow. And also the hip is usually side step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be a side step. I can use hip. So I would say keep your hip to a minimum. Okay? The next thing I'm going to talk about is your leg. Now, I've seen really, I remember seeing a tall guy dancing. He walked the room nicely, stand up straight, and then he started dancing like this. Thinking, okay, what happened? And he bends so much. Guys, it looks terrible when you're bending that much, okay? There's no reason to bend your leg. Dancing is as natural as walking. See? Walking forward, walking back. Nobody walks like this, okay? You walk straight, just dance, stand up straight. So I suggest every step straight leg when you land, because that's how we walk. 1, 2, 3. Keep the leg straight. See? You step, it's straight. We don't step like this. That looks very big enough, okay? So you see the more than dancer, they stand up straight. See? Bum, bum, bum. I stand up straight. Whatever I do, I turn, I go straight. So I land straight. Okay? Whatever basic I'm doing, I stand up straight. So important, guys. So stand up straight. That's the most natural way to dance. So also, I've seen people dancing with a lot of space when they're dancing salsa. And that doesn't look good because you have space, you have this gap, and it does not look good. And it looks like a beginner dancer usually do that. They're trying to avoid the partner. So they step out as a result. But in reality, if you step forward, not only it's gonna look better, but also it's gonna help you lead better. Because to step forward, you have to lead your partner and step. Instead of learning how to lead, the beginner dancer, they just step outside to avoid the partner's feet. So your legs should be in 2 tracks. See? I have 2 feet, 2 tracks, but when I step forward, I'm still stepping my track. There's no reason to step outside. See? In 1 track. And also I'm going to explain when in the toe position, when we cover that topic, I will elaborate more on that. But guys, don't step outside because you want to avoid your partner's feet. Just go straight forward. Next is your knee. So knees are very important to keep straight in dancing. I've seen a lot of dancers, the knees open more. They're dancing out a lot. Because sometimes they hear that you have to have your toe out, and then they try to have your toe out, and as a result, the knees also out. See? And it doesn't look good when your knees out. It might look good on ballet dancer, they have everything like this, but for Latin dancer, your knees should always be straight forward. So make sure you have your knees straight. So if I take a step forward, you're gonna see my knee forward. Straight. Okay? So the knee, an exercise you can do, if you open the toes, they out, keep them straight, and you will see that you practice this one. That's gonna help you keep your knee straight. Very important to have your knee straight. Never have the knee out. See? That doesn't look good. Okay, so make sure you keep your knee straight forward. Step we're gonna discuss is the heel. I have seen a lot of salsa dancers stepping on the heel way too much during the basics. The steps, they are supposed to be on the ball of the foot and lower to the heel. We don't step on the heel while we wait. We don't turn on the heel. I've seen that a lot, see? They step on the heel and turn. Every step is on the ball flat. I step back, ball flat. See? Ball flat. That's what looks good, right? So even if I'm here, toe, everything is on the ball flat. Make sure guys you step on the ball. Of course there are times where you could do a step that is the heel. But in this case, it's not really basic, and also it's understood. See, I can go something like this. I'm on the heel. I'm by my heel. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. That's a different step. But the normal basic, you're on the ball of the foot all the time. Okay? When you turn, you're on the ball. You don't turn on the heel, never. Okay? And the next one, which is the last one of this group, is the toes. The toes should be positioned out. We call that position 11 and 1. If you take a clock, your right foot, see? My right toe is pointing at 1 o'clock, my left toe pointing at 11. That's the optimal position for dancing, a Latin dance. If I go a little bit more, like 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock, it's way too much. I don't need that. And also it won't look good. So 11 and 1, that's perfect. You know, and from there, when you dance, you actually able to move your hip because your hip is not open. See? If I close my feet, actually even worse, if I have my toe in, which I've seen a lot of salsa dancers stepping like this, I mean, there is no way you're gonna move your hip. Try to move your hip in this position. Pretty much impossible. So, toe out, see, looks good. And now, you step forward, and your body is ready to move. See, like that. Now, we talk about the line of your feet. So it's not that, because my toe is out, this is what happened, right? I have 2 lines because my feet are separate tracks. So if I step forward on my left foot, see, forward, I step in my track. I don't step across, I step in my track like this. Now, even if I step slightly out, see a little gap? Guess what? If I turn out the feet, you won't see the gap anymore. See, I turn out, and I turn out, and it looks like I'm in one track. See how it works? It looks like I'm in one track. But in reality, when you see people, stepping in line, they're not really stepping in line. They step in their own track, and they have a nice turnout of the feet that allows them to look like they're crossing, but they're not crossing. Of course, I've seen crossing, but that's not the recommended for a basic. If you're doing a basic, you just step in your own lane, see, my own lane, and turn out the feet, and now you perfectly align with each other. So another tip that I will give you, if you step forward and you see your back foot, then you're having too much of a gap. See, if I step forward, I don't see my back foot. My back foot is hidden behind. And it's not because I'm crossing. No, I'm stepping in two lanes. See, if I don't have it turn out on my feet, for example, if I have my feet straight, see, straight, you can see the back of my foot. When I turn them out, it disappears. So it's not that you're crossing your feet, you know, it's just step in your own lane. Step, you have two tracks, left track and right track, see, left and right. Just step on two tracks, but turn out your feet, and it will make it look like you're stepping in one lane, which is the best look for dancer. When you step forward, you don't need to have two lanes. It's just one lane for dancing. And guys, your toes. Your toes belong to the dance floor. You don't pick up your toe. I've seen that a lot. People do that. They pick up, whenever they go back, they pick up the toe. 1, 2, 3, and when they go forward, they pick up somehow. Pick up. See, the pick up is, I have seen people, I understand why a lot of schools they teach people to pick up their feet. I do that myself for one session only, just to help them understand to step on each step. So I have them pick up the feet, like 1, 2, 3. Some people have a hard time understanding the beat, so if they pick up the foot and step, it can't help them. But this is a stage. You don't keep people on that stage for a long time. After you learn this stage, you need to move on. Your feet should not run. If I step forward, there is no reason to pick up my back foot. 1, 2, 3, there's no reason. My toes sit on the floor, and I return on it. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I gotta return on 6. I can't pick it up. The pick up, again, if I do that, it will be just for one class, and then tell them that it's wrong, but it's easy to get. But then they need to get away from that technique, because it's gonna help them. It's gonna keep them away from progressing. So these techniques may be helpful for one class, but then you got to let them know that they can't keep doing that and be good at it. So keep your toes on the floor. Your toes on the floor. Toes on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Whatever you do, your toes on the floor. And also, the reason your toes should be on the floor is for balance. If you pick up your foot, you have no balance. And also, when you step forward, you got 100% weight forward. You have nothing to stop you. And the music is fast. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. On 1, not only my toes on the floor, but also I don't have 100% weight forward. I have the weight distribution depends on the speed of the music. If the music is slow, I can have 100%. I can have 100% forward and back, but realize that if I go 100% and I pick up, there's a big chance I'm going to lose balance. Now, if the music is medium, I'll go medium too. See, my foot is ahead of me. I'm not 100%. So therefore, I have weight forward and pressure on the back. Guess what? Pressure on the back. That means I got weight on that pressure on the back. That means that foot needs to be on the floor. If I pick it up, there's no more pressure on it. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Your feet should be very strong on the floor when you're dancing salsa. You should not feel light on the floor. You should feel heavy on the floor. It's like if you dance salsa on the beach, you should leave your prints on in the sand. That's how heavy it should be. It's like digging the floor, digging the sand with your feet. So pressure, pressure. And if you apply that, if you have pressure on your feet, and you control your step, you can have a lot of more energy on the floor. You can have a lot of control. You can have a lot of balance, and your dancing will be salsa. Your dancing will be a lot better. So guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, and I will make sure to provide more information for you guys. I also have a course on our website. You can learn our course. It's Salsa 100. You actually cover 100 steps from beginner level to master level. And after you finish that, you can teach salsa to anybody you want. You can open your own salsa school. We'll give you a certificate that you can display on the wall showing that you completed our program. It's 100 salsa steps. So I'll put the link in the bio so that you can see. You can click on it and find out more details about it. So thank you guys for watching. Let's salsa!